Hello. How y'all doing? I did not set up my computer today. So we're just going to share like this. We're just going to go one group. Hi, Adriana. How are you, honey? Okay. So, earlier today, I put up a post about stories of children who had past life experiences. So it was all of these, hi Kelly. It was all of these little posts. I think the original author was Sage and Sigils, and then it came from another group that was like Palladians and Starseeds. I don't know if you saw that. Click on the, see the whole post. So I had written this down like last week or so when I was listening to one of Carolyn Myss's videos, and she was talking about reincarnation and the innocence of children. And it struck me as a very interesting thought. Are children truly innocent if you believe in reincarnation? Because if we have past lives and we come back and run this whole human game again, are you truly innocent? What are we doing to clear and absolve past life karma or ancestral karmas or things like that? One of the things that Carolyn Myss said, she said, I don't do work with children. She goes, because I've seen a lot of really evil children. And I kind of had to laugh. I was like, okay, maybe I should think about that topic a little bit more. I've done a past life regression, and I've, seen some of the things that I had done before. And one of the things that Carolyn Myss said when she was talking about children, the innocence of children and reincarnation, she said, they're not innocent. They may look innocent because they're small and helpless, but that's the only way that we can come out of a woman is that small, because women can't give birth to full-grown adults who are capable of being responsible for all of their past life karmic issues. And in my head was that light bulb moment, right? Sometimes we get fooled by the innocence of children. And then it started to spiral out for me some, because I think about childhood cancers or diseases or things like that, which are horrible. I mean, you see all these kids and cancer wards and stuff like that, and my heart breaks. I think, why on earth would that be necessary? And I still don't agree that it's necessary. I really don't. I don't understand how that much pain can be inflicted on something so small. And that's one of the hard parts about being on a spiritual path and sort of beginning to look at things from a bigger picture, going, okay, well, I'm trying to make sense of something. And the past life issues, reincarnation and innocence of children, has been apparently number one on my plate lately, of trying to figure out why some things are as they are. As I've had some people come in to the office recently with, ancestral karmas and past life karmas and past life issues that they're still working out. So, and I have a lot of friends with really, really cute babies that I keep seeing pop up on my Facebook screen. And they're so squishy and cute that I can't stand it. But I mean, I'd be interested in anyone who wants to throw in their thoughts on that. If we come back and try this life again, and there is such a thing as past life issues that we haven't dealt with, Are we born truly innocent? Because I don't know about you, but I'm struggling with some of that today. Going, okay, I mean, do you think that we go on the other side and we get absolved of that? And if we're absolved of that, well then, logically, why would we still have to deal with it in this life? Do we get to, you know, go clean the slate and then come back? I don't know. Like I said, it's just something that's been coming up. So if you scroll back down on my news feed and you find the list of the stories of children that remember their past lives, what happened, how they died, things like that. It's interesting. Sometimes when I start talking and I'm connecting, my watch itches, my Apple Watch itches my arm. It's like too much energy coming through. And past life. So reading those stories and those little tidbits of the kids just always blows my mind. On YouTube, there is a movie you can type in past life children, right? And there's this whole movie. There's this one kid who remembered everything about how he died, the plane crash he was in, his friends. He drew pictures, and I believe there's a scientific society, I think it's in Philadelphia or something like that, where they study a lot of the past life reincarnation stories of children, and they only do children because children are so young. They're not old enough to have those sort of influences to create a different story. I mean, they see, hear, feel, remember things. And in my studies, I have seen, you know, where the common theory is, you know, we're still very in touch with the past life, with our past life stuff until we're 7. So, Brianna, I believe in reincarnation. I totally do too. I totally think that, I've totally been here before. This is not my first go round on all this. I'm not sure why I keep choosing to come back, but not the first go round, right? So if it's not, what did we come here to do? Are we innocent? Can you look at a small human and think, I wonder what you did last time, and why are you back? It's a whole new way to sort of have a perspective on things, I think, or at least on childhood. You know, what have I come back to do? Anyway, I thought I'd throw that out there. That's one of those sort of philosophical discussions that I want to kind of open people's mind about and say, are children truly innocent? Number one, do you believe in reincarnation? Because if you do, it is impossible, a logical fallacy, I think, to believe in the innocence of children. And if you don't believe in reincarnation, then how do you explain the many past life stories that these children, these young kids, are having, where they have name, dates, facts, places that people are researching in this day and time to match up with their stories of what happened to them, how they died, people they knew? Again, what are your thoughts? Okay. I'm going to throw that out there. I have a feeling that might be a longer term discussion to have with people. Sorry, forgot the whole do not disturb thing. Someone trying to call in on me in the middle of my video. Crazy people. Anyway. So that's my thought today. All right. I didn't set my computer up today, so I think my next thing that I wrote down was the difference between coaching, or coaching as a finite contract. So, in thinking about that, I went to a chiropractor once, and she said, if I can't fix you in 9 visits, I'm not the one for you. I can't fix you. And I think about all the different therapies that people go through, and they're there for years and years and years. And they come out like 15 years later, and they still really aren't any better. They're still just beating the same dead horse kind of thing over and over again. They haven't gotten any better. And one of the reasons why I liked the philosophy of coaching was that it was more of a finite contract. It wasn't like a forever and ever thing. It was here, we're going to have X number of sessions, and we're going to see what we can work out in that amount of time and go from there. I don't want people dependent on me. I try to be more, how can I help you empower yourself kind of person. I've seen people get hooked on psychics and hooked on things like that, where they got to call back all the time and check and see how things are. And that to me just seems like, I don't know, it lacks integrity. Because if I haven't taught someone how to listen to their own intuition in a relatively, reasonable amount of time, then I'm not the one for them. I'm not the person to help you. I think that the whole purpose of coaching and the whole purpose of what I refer to as intuitive development is saying, hey, you can do pretty much what I can do. You can learn to listen when you learn how to harness your own energy and empower yourself, and not let our energy get scrolled out away with other people. Where are you leaking energy, and how can you fix it? How can you become self-sufficient? So that's what I do. Coaching is finite. People can come and see me for 1 session. You can come and see me for 9 sessions. I've had a couple people sign up for extra sets of 9 sessions. But in that amount of time, you should have a pretty good idea about how to tap into your own internal wisdom. Now, some of us, it takes longer than others, and I still have to go back and touch base with the teachers and healers that started with me in the beginning. But they all taught me how to embrace my own gifts, how to learn how to do things on my own. Kind of like a parent, I sort of figure I did my parenting job if my kids can, do their own laundry, cook their own food, take care of themselves, and they're still alive. So far, they're still alive. So, and they're both pretty self-sufficient. So that's the goal, to make people self-sufficient. Okay. I don't really have a lot today to say, unless someone would like me to pull a antique anatomy tarot card. These are what I have today. I'm not sure where I put the post of the difference between tarot cards and oracle cards. Oracle cards are usually a lot nicer, and tarot cards will tell you exactly how it is. Kelly, of course I can. Draw a card for you. The Ace of Rods. So they're telling me it's in the book. In typical tarot, that would be the Ace of Wands. Right, so it's about new creation. Oh, and Kelly, my forehead just lit on fire right there. I mean, I don't know what you got going on, but my third eye is on fire right now. Whew. Like, oh. My friend Shane told me last night, he said, sometimes when you do videos, your eyes do weird things. He's like, one of them sort of, and I go, yeah, when energy starts channeling through, one eye will get smaller than the other. Like, I'm like, Anyway. The Ace of Rods represents raw, creative energy in the universe. You find inspiration everywhere you look, especially in terms of career and artistic pursuits. Just having an idea is not quite enough to get you where you need to go. So remember to nurture the things you create as well. Trust your gut. Don't be afraid to take risks. The fire of the rod suit wants to spread. You have to move quickly, or you may just lose the spark. Raw creative energy, good vibes, passion, excitement, and spirituality. So, Kelly, not only do we get a whole lot of trust cards for you, didn't I pull a card for you the other day that said, now is the time to act, now we need to go into action, right? And then this one says, trust your gut, don't be afraid to take risk. The Fire of Rods suit wants you to spread. You have to move quickly or you may just lose the spark. So I don't know what you're working on right now, but I'm going to say 2 different days, 2 different readings. It's saying act now. So I'm going to say act now. And again, my third eye and my ear are both like a little fiery electric charge going between them. So I really need you to listen to what's coming in for you because you're on the right road. I don't know exactly what it is, but whatever it is, they're like, jump on it. Do it before it passes. Yeah, hold on. Let me grab one more for you. The 4 of Blades, which would be the 4 of Swords, which would be whatever it is that you've been thinking about. You've been in that rest and relaxation mode, right? That whole sort of taking things in. Sorry. You had been doing that mind and body relaxation, regrouping, refocusing. You can tackle the stresses that surround you. If you attack a situation head on without the mental clarity of a rested mind, you won't be able to accomplish as much as you set out to do. So if you've been doing that and you have the mental clarity, jump on it, right? Okay? Okay. What you thinking about doing? You got some energy moving out on that though. Again, here. Anytime, honey. Anytime. All right, Brianna, let's see what we got for you. Let's get a fresh shuffle on those cards. I really like these cards too. They shuffle really well. Just saying. Some cards are easy for me to shuffle and others are like, my hands aren't big enough. Moving energy is always good. It is always good. You know, we get that stagnant energy in here and we can't see. So I think maybe that's why it was on fire, was you need to burn some of that out so you can have some clarity on where it is you're supposed to be going or doing. But I keep hearing jump will catch you, jump will catch you, jump will catch you. And if you don't jump, Kelly, I think they're going to shove you. So, just so you know. All right, Brianna, let's see what we got here. We'll go straight down the center. The Fool. So, Brianna, when I look at the Fool card, there's a couple ways I look at it. One, are you in the beginning of a spiritual path? Are you just beginning to, as this has the foot on it, you know, are you just beginning to put one foot forward and step out on the journey of spiritual enlightenment? The other message that I have for it is, are you being the fool? Are you letting someone trick you? Are you being foolish? So is it about the path? Or is it about tricky energy, people? The Fool to me always relates to an animal spirit medicine, to the coyote, so trickster energy. Do you have someone around you that is a trickster, who is fooling you? Let me get some clarity on that. All right, so Brianna, the second one that I'm pulling for you is the Hanged Man. Right, so the Hanged Man, in traditional tarot is, again, about perspective. Hold on, they're telling me something about that one in the book. Again, some people, when they teach you tarot cards and they teach you how to read cards, will tell you immediately to throw out the book. I am not of that school. I think that each card has its own energy that's created, you know, endowed with it, coming along with the creator of the deck. If that makes sense. Okay. At first glance, the Hangman can cause feelings of unease and fear, unless you realize that the rope around his neck is loose and he is there voluntarily. Technically, he can walk away whenever he wants to, but he understands that it's where he needs to be right now. The Hanged Man is all about suspended time and the act of taking a break. Sometimes doing nothing at all can help you view a situation through a new and renewed lens. There is also an underlying energy of acceptance with this card. Understand that there are some things you can't change, and that occasionally you need to give up something in order to gain something better. Introspection, sacrifice, reflection, perspective, and acceptance. Let me just see what the Fool says in this one. We begin our journey into the tarot with the character of the Fool. This card represents a place where time appears to be suspended. All possibilities exist here. You just need to put your best foot forward in order to start your next adventure. The only way for the clock to tick onward once again is to decide which route to take. How do you do this? By following your heart and listening to your intuition, which of course is often easier said than done. The Fool represents boundless new energy waiting to be molded into something amazing, but accomplishing this requires that you shed preconceived notions and fears. The moment leading up to the leap into the unknown is scarier than taking the actual jump. Beginning, journey, adventure, innocence, free spirit, joy, originality, creativity, instinct, and danger. Are you having headaches up here, Brianna? Like crown of the head headaches? Because I feel it up there on my throat too. Feels very scratchy. And since both cards brought up the idea of surrender, I'm kind of wondering, what are you saying? What are you not saying? Do you need to change your perspective on something? Do you need to have acceptance? And again, surrender with something. And look at it in a new way. I had one not yesterday, but the day before. Okay. Because when I'm connecting with your energy, my throat's scratchy and my teeth hurt and the top of my head hurts. So this to me is about the throat chakra and speaking our truth, and sometimes saying too much. And everything's kind of cloudy, so is this making sense? Because you got some energy to move out up in here. There's something staticky. Trying to move it around a little bit. And the Ten of Rods, which is the Ten of Wands, which is a card generally about, I've been in battle. I'm just going to stand here and hold up the things that I've, you know, fought for. I think you might need some extra energy work, honey. I think you may need to do some clearing work, because I'm feeling a little staticky. Anyway. I posted a Steve Noble meditation also about clearing past life traumas and karmas and things like that. Maybe you need to sit and turn that one on and listen to it and see if you can clear out some old stories. Okay? Because you got some stuff stuck up in there. I might relate. I'll message you and see if it makes any sense. Okay. Please do, because there's some old, again, static energy in there that's kind of, I can't do that level of work from here on online. I can knock some of it off, but I can't do it all from here. But you can listen to that video, see if that helps. Okay? And then, sure, text me what you got. Okay? Okay. Anyone else? I was thinking of turning this off, coming back with like a midday meditation. One that people could save for later. Was the thought. Y'all leave a message below if you would rather have one like on Facebook Live, or if you would rather have like a Zoom recording, because I can do that. Or you still recording, like off my phone, video recording, and then post that. Anyway, just looking for some thoughts. I have some times available this week should anyone need to come in. I guess that's all I have today for questions and answers, unless anyone else wants to show up. Okay. All right. Well, I hope everyone has a great afternoon. Thanks for stopping by. And if you'd like to come and visit us tomorrow at Dharma, you're welcome to. I'll be there at 7. All right. Y'all take care of yourselves. Have a good day. Bye.